Hello LAP, long time no see. I'm gonna try and drop a little video here real quick on some contract frequently asked questions that I'm getting. As you all know, the contract has passed. The ratification date on that is November 20th of 2023. So gonna try and run down some of the stuff I'm getting hit on quite a bit as far as questions. Let's start off with the ratification bonus. So the ratification bonus is the $5,000 lump sum payment. That's due to pay out on December 1st. And the eligibility date for that is November 20th. So you would have had to have been on active rolls as of November 20th. If you went out on a medical probably prior to August 20th, that could be an issue if you did not make a return to work yesterday. Next up, let's hit on the back pay. So on the back pay, that's going to be paid on all pay rates as well as 401k contributions for the folks that have the TESP contribution. And that's going to be paid from October 23rd through this week. That payment the company is telling us is going to be paid on or before December 17th. Possible that it could be sooner, but I can't make any guarantees. The new pay rates will take effect in the system on Monday the 27th, so we'll see them on our paychecks from next week going forward. But everything from here back to October 23rd is going to be on that back pay payment. The TFTs converting, on a TFT, if they are converting to full-time, your back pay is going to be based off of the $21 higher TFT rate for everything from October 23rd up until last Friday. And then everything from this week will be back paid at your new rate, which will be dependent upon your weeks worked. If you are converting to full-time, everybody that's converting is going to have an August 20th of 2023 seniority date. That being said, your pay raises are not going to be based off of that date. Your pay raises will be based off of what used to be weeks worked. Now it's weeks on active rolls. So for example, on the guys that hired in July of this year, July of 23, you'll have that August 20th date, but your pay raises will come 52 weeks from July. So you'll be looking at next July getting your first pay raise. If you hired in 2022, you actually already have over 52 weeks worked. So instead of the 24 and change, you're going to be at the second year rate, which is going to be 27, I don't have the exact number in front of me, $27 and some change. And if let's say you hired in March of 2022, come March of next year, you're going to be looking at getting your next annual raise, and you will move into the second raise just shy of a full rate. The TFTs that convert are all going to be December eligible. What that means is that your vacation and personal time will renew every December 1st. Should be in the system as of December 1st. Most of the guys that have been around for a while can tell you probably won't show up on your check until a week or two after that, but it will be there, and you guys are going to be getting some vacation and personal time on December 1st. Also, another question I've gotten quite a bit, if you converted to full-time yesterday, which by the way, all of our TFTs in the building are eligible to convert to full-time. Everybody had over 90 days, so we won't have any TFTs left. Everybody is converting to full-time. And if you converted to full-time as of yesterday, you do qualify for the holiday pay for Thanksgiving and Black Friday this week. I've had some questions on sub and short work week. The new sub and short work week language takes effect as of yesterday as well. It does not backdate, so we won't get any benefits from that for last week or the week prior. The changes to short work week is basically that it's based on the day of the event now. So if we go 4 hours on a Wednesday, but you worked overtime on Monday and Tuesday and Friday or the Sunday before, none of that affects your short work week. Any overtime worked or refused does not affect short work week anymore. Also, another change in that is that all employees with 90 days receive sub and short work week. So that also means everybody in our building, including the newly converted full-time employees, are going to be eligible for sub and short work week, which is a big deal with us having a layoff week next week. Gotten some questions on the attendance policy. So the attendance policy does not take effect until January 1st. All of the AWOLs and any attendance discipline is going to be cleared on January 1st, including any that occur between now and January 1st. But if you get a penalty for an AWOL between now and then, it will be based off of the old progression chart. It won't be based off of the new one. But regardless, it will be cleared. In any AWOL discipline, any AWOLs, January 1st, they drop off and we move to the new chart and the new discipline rules. The COLA adjustment, I know in the highlight book it was put out as a 12-cent adjustment for December 1st was what they were estimating. We actually got numbers on that late last week and it's going to be 21 cents an hour. That's also going to take effect on December 1st. For anybody that hasn't had COLA before, COLA shows up as a separate line item on your check. Down in the bottom right corner where you see your hourly rate, right below that you'll see COLA and it'll have the amount next to it. So it is separated from your hourly wage, but it still applies just like your hourly wage to any hours worked, any overtime premiums, any shift premiums. It applies to your holiday pay, your vacation, your personal. All of those things are affected by the COLA adjustment. All right, on to retirees. The $50,000 retirement bonus has been a hot topic. On the $50,000, as long as you retire in the calendar year 2024, between January 1st and December 1st, and you are a legacy or pension eligible employee, you are going to qualify for the $50,000 bonus. I've had some questions about what if I don't have my 30 years. As long as you are at least 55 years old and have over 10 years of service, you still qualify for a retirement, which would get you that bonus as well. Other questions that I've gotten was about the sign-up window. So we don't have the dates set in stone yet. There should be a bulletin coming out in the next week or two. Labor Affairs and International are working on that. But what we're expecting is probably the window to open up the last week of January and be open through the end of February to sign up for the bonus and the retirement package. If you already have papers in or are getting ready to put papers in and you are signed up for January 1st or February 1st of 2024, you are going to go ahead and retire. You won't have any forms to fill out at that time. You will be eligible for the $50,000, but you will have to come back in once that window opens and fill out the forms in order to get your bonus. As far as the window, let's say that you are an employee that has 35 years and you sign up during the window, they're going to ask you what your preference would be as far as when you would like to go out. I can't stand here right now and guarantee anybody a retirement date. Once we get a better picture of what we've got going out, we're going to meet with the company and we're going to try our best to accommodate everybody with what they want. You know, if we've got somebody that's wanting to get out of here as soon as possible, we'll try to take care of that. If we've got somebody that's wanting to try and stay around as long as they can, we'll try to take care of that as well. But if everybody that signs up is looking for one or the other, the company is probably going to be looking to spread those out a little bit, and we don't have any language that allows us to stop that at all. We will do our best to try and accommodate everybody. We were told by the JSP department last week that once the sign-ups are done, you sign up, you give your preference. The company is supposed to be coming back to everybody and letting them know if they got their date or what their date will be before the window closes, so that you have the opportunity, if it doesn't work for you, to go and withdraw your papers. Also for, let's say, employees that hired in 94, so you're close to your 30 but not quite there yet, you will be allowed to grow in. So let's say you don't get your 30 years of credit until September 1st. You'd sign up, fill out the forms, say that you want the bonus. They're going to allow you to work until you get to your credits. That applies all the way up to December 1st as well. The only other question that I can think of right off the top of my head that I'm getting quite a bit is on retirees getting profit sharing. So the way the rules are laid out, it is very plain and clear in the book that anybody that retires, and this applies on any year, but anybody that retires in 2024 will be eligible for the profit sharing for the 2023 profit sharing plan year based on any hours they worked in 2023. So yes, even if you retire January 1st, you will still get a profit sharing check. I believe that's all I've got. We're going to do our normal weekly update video tomorrow, but I just wanted to go ahead and get this out because I've gotten quite a few questions and I wanted to kind of hit on some of the frequent questions and hopefully give you guys a little information that you've been looking for. So thanks a lot. We'll see you tomorrow.